Following the signs, hello Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That was a little loud, Vance. Jeez. Welcome in, Virgos. Whatever's drawn you to this video, there's a message here for you, and I feel really, really drawn. I think we all need to just take a moment for you, for yourself. Because if no one has, given you a pat on the back today, or for, how you've got this far, let's do it right now. The Virgo that I'm connecting with today, and there are many of yous, you've been through a very emotionally challenging time. I'm not sure how long the duration of this has lasted, whether this has been like the course of most this year. You've moved through a lot. And a lot, that for some time was probably suppressed and held back. There could have been a period of time where you were going through a situation that you may have been dealing with someone who very much is very harsh with their words that you can't say back. And this could have really caused that suppression within, where I'm not feeling heard whenever I get the chance to even say what I truly want to say. It all comes out wrong. So there's been like this, suppression of emotions here. I'll show you the cards that have come out for you today. I'm using the beautiful Dreamtime Oracle cards. I really like these cards. I find them to be very much they're insightful in a different perspective too, like really working with the elements here and the land. And I feel like for you Virgos, you're really needing a lot of grounding in your life. So we've got the waterfall release. This card is about the waterfall and the way the water, tumbles from the waterfall. Now, there would have been a time, and maybe you're experiencing this now, where, the outpour of emotions can sometimes cause damage if they're not processed properly. So there's something that was really calling you that you were needing to communicate, but in a way where you allow your emotions to actually flow, to say what you need to say and to be honest. This card does also speak, when drawn, that could be dealing with someone who has loud outbursts or a lot of arguments here. And this can be because the emotions are coming out unregulated, I want to say. But if we really think about it, when we are trying to communicate our emotions, depending on the environment that we are allowing this release to come, it is can be dependable on how the words actually come out or how the expression is. Is it in a very heightened, upset state? Is it through calm, understanding and, a safe space to express your emotions? So for a lot of you, like, you could have been really, really in it, really experiencing feeling misunderstood, or, this suppression and this, like, very hard to navigate the emotions. But I do see that you've moved through this, or you're heading in that direction with the river. Again, speaking of that flow of emotions. It's like the river isn't linear. It isn't a direct path. The river I'm hearing the river runs wild. You can return to the scene of the crime. But yeah, where were we going with that? Basically, this shows the versatility that you've been able to embrace regarding your emotions and the fact that they change at different times and adapting to those changes as well. So learning how to integrate actually self-expressing through your emotions, whether this be like, hey, I'm not doing so great right now, or no, I can't. And a lot of you, like, there's been a time of change. There's been something that has, whether you physically moved house, energetically something has shifted for you. But there's been a lot of emotions that you have been working through at the end of the day. Now, our final card here is the beautiful Gumnut Blossom, Contentment. And this is the card of, remembering to have gratitude for yourself and for how far you've come, how you've endured the past, everything that's led you to this point. Something else, has come for the river, and that is that in some Aboriginal cultures, the river was used as a birthing place. And so the river is also symbolic of new life and new creation. So it's like also honoring that rebirth and, doing life, after everything that's happened and the internal shifts that you have been through. It's like the gumnut blossom. It's really calling you to just, remember that this renewal phase is exactly that. It's like learning to walk again in some ways. And something is really, calling here to, I feel like you're taking really good care of yourself. Like you're really starting to respect your own boundaries and respect, where you disperse your energy as well, where you want to, and really taking care of that. And so as we come down to these other two oracles, it says to me that some of you have really met your tribe, or you are feeling that's what is opening up for you. You could have joined a local community or a local group, or maybe it's the mums at school pickup. Maybe it is like the smokers at work. I don't know. Whatever this group is for you, you're starting to feel more aligned. Now, for some of you, there is like a call here to, not be too impulsive and to not, seize everything like, yes, this is it. I've found them. This is going to be the bestest friend. And then it not being that. So there is a level of caution here for you regarding whatever you're being offered or invited into amongst this group setting. It's also reminding you, for a lot of you are really being authentic and honoring that. For others of you, there is a reminder here you don't have to change yourself in order to fit in, or, it's okay to have a different opinion. Lo and behold, who would have thought? Because so many people, don't like other people having opinions. Don't know where I was going with that. But Virgo, let's have a little look in with some tarot and see what's going on for you guys here. Where am I going? A little bit of a clarification on what that Yang card is. So really, depending where you are at within this, you're really tying the end of the year up quite beautifully. I'm pretty sure Mercury is starting to go to retrograde, or has started. Pretty sure it was coming up in November. But I'm feeling the effects of that. Okay, Virgo. Take what resonates in the reading, Virgo. Leave what doesn't. Put yourself where you go and don't force anything to fit. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, send me an email following the signs 1122@gmail.com, and we can go from there. All right, so let's have a look. What is this Yang energy here? What is the caution with this community that you are finding yourself in. Page of Wands and the Seven of Cups. So you could feel like quite certain on something, or something doesn't feel wrong at this point. We've got the Page of Wands energy. That's very fresh, creative, like, yes, I'm open to doing that, or let's give that a try. Let's make it. This is someone that's, really wanting to create something. They also like, being, the age category they are, they also don't have a great deal of experience to really add to their, knowledge basis. So when it comes to their emotions, like, everything is very new to them. Every smiling face is a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bit of naivety here. However, there's also like initiation, as in like someone's very much get up and go. So who is this Page of Wands to you? This could also be your energy, or this could be someone that you've made friends with. We've got the Three of Cups here, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you could have opened yourself up to this person within a friend group. Maybe this person has a back tattoo or quite long hair, or you do. But like, this is somebody that you felt like, very aligned with, reciprocal. It's like you have the same vision or the same, hopes and wants for friendship. So why the caution with this person? Ace of Cups reversed. I think because you are in a point of pouring back into yourself at this time. It could be like expressive of your vulnerability at this time, and just like you don't need to be going through anything else. And something that this community card does speak of in the protection message, and I don't know why it feels relevant to say now, is accepting others' flaws, that we're all human being, and sometimes we are all going to have some weird quirk. But it's like sometimes maybe we meet someone and can repeat the same cycles with somebody, even though it is a new person and it's not potentially, really toxic. Things can become toxic from, lack of looking at our own patterns, really. So what next? Page of Cups. There's a Page of Cups here. I feel like it's been like quite small to begin with. Page to the Knight of Wands. Someone could have got you back out there, got you back out of your shell, out of your little hibernation mode at home, your little nest that you've had set up where you've been spending a lot of time, and that's where you've been doing this deep inner healing work and really focusing, manifesting, journaling, releasing. Like, you've been going through a lot. And this is someone that's been like, oh, hey. And this could have, really given you a bit of a confidence boost, or, I'm here and made me feel young again. Or it's someone that kind of, reminded you about your wild side, or there's something about this person, bit of a dark horse, or someone could be a Bill and Ted fan. I'm hearing wild stallions. So what happened here? What is going on here with this person and Virgo? We've got the Fool, and we've got the the Wheel in the reverse. It's like something's jumping back into something that feels really familiar, Virgo. Does it? This is where it is important to, not the show isn't all over. Like, you haven't made a mistake, you haven't mucked anything up, but it's important to like really be open now to the level of awareness that you have. And, sometimes it can take going into something to soon realize, like, oh, it's this. And, you've already done what, like, many people out there in this big wide world cannot do. And you have recognized what is happening. So what is the Wheel in the reverse here? Did just see the Five of Cups. That hadn't actually come out. Five of Cups. How does that fit in here? I feel like that is your energy. There could be disappointment here. Or maybe, you've removed yourself, maybe prematurely. Just being like, nah, that's it. Like, I'm not fucking doing that again. And maybe you are feeling a level of guilt or regret or disappointment at this time. That's for someone here. Or for others of you, this is where something's been expressed. And, this is where that walking away. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Who is the Knight of Cups to Virgo? This is definitely somebody who's got you in your head quite a bit. This person could have tattoos. This person could be very smooth. Like, you could find that they're good with their words. And maybe that's what's kind of lured you in. This is someone that's quite creative with the lingo that they use. However, most of it is learnt from TikTok. It's not actual understood knowledge. It's like repeating other people's words here. And this, you could feel like this has like interrupted your work, or you began investing in something only to have to walk away from it just as quickly. For others of you, this came at the time where you were investing in walking away. Maybe this come at shitty timing. So what is the advice here for Virgo? What's the advice with this person? What is the advice here? Five of Cups, yes. And the Four of Cups. It's really understanding that, like, you didn't miss the opportunity. For someone here, like, I got a burst of energy there. It's like that realization, like, I didn't actually miss out. Like, you missed out on me. For others of you, it's like retaking yourself back out from society and having a bit more time to pour back into yourself. What is the Five of Cups here? What's the Five of Cups? Yeah, there is a lot of disappointment, or a lot not said, I'm hearing. We've got the Tower, the Empress, Hanged Man in the reverse, Six of Cups in the reverse, and the Sun in the reverse. So it's like there's been an avoidance of surrendering to new growth, or that's how you're considering someone. I feel like you've really shown up here in this Empress energy and Tower energy, this renewal of yourself and really embracing who you are, what you've been through, what you want to create in your life. You could find that you've been really fluctuating with your emotions at this time. And you're also now in a space where you're like, well, if I need to cry, I'm just going to cry. And sometimes that's all you can do. We've all been there. And it's also allowing others to experience this side of you too. Sometimes we don't understand where the emotion's coming from, but we need to still move through it. So I feel like you're very tender and, quite vulnerable at the time when this occurred. And this person is very much stuck in the past and avoiding any introspection on why maybe you're feeling the way that you are from whatever this person has done or said or not done or said. But it's taken from you and you've been able to recognize that. So what's the closing advice here for Virgo? I feel like stay in your own lane. You're needing to put boundaries in place. And this doesn't have to, where are we? I didn't see that one there. We've got the Six of Swords underneath. Yeah, a lot of you are going to be moving on from whatever has kept you stuck, from whatever has not felt like a sure thing. Boundaries are in place and you're now reaching for what you want to reach for, and you're aligning yourself with people that are supportive of that. And even if you have, it takes a little bit of time of weaving through and working out, where do I energetically sit? Like, where are the others on my frequency? And I feel like you're really wanting to attract that into your life here. You could be juggling a lot at the moment. You could be juggling, trying to put food on the table and also honor this side of yourself, this very deep side of you that is very new to this whole reality of this path that you are now finding yourself on, and trying to create time and space for that while also fulfilling all the other obligations. So Virgo, definitely, you need to pencil yourself in a sick day. You do that. Let's get a closing fairy message. Think of a question that you would like to ask. Let's see what the fairies have to say. Fairies, Virgo has a question. Please deliver accurate answer for Virgo right now. Oh, that come out pretty quickly. New home. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. That is for somebody. Someone could definitely be moving right now into something really comfy. Something where you're going to be seeing a lot of chakra colors in the house. A lot of plants inside. Walk away. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. Yeah, if anyone was looking for that confirmation, then your higher self votes yes. And it's important to remember that walking away isn't an easy job. It doesn't mean that you're just sometimes we can get in that detached mode, but wherever you're at on your journey, Virgo, just know you're doing an amazing job. It's not an easy job that you're doing. Come back here for more guidance anytime. And just know that you're protected. Know that you're never alone. Love yous, and I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, if it resonated, please drop me a comment, like and subscribe to Following the Signs.